Hi everyone, welcome back to the second half of the small wins video. I want to be talking off the cuff here. You know, this was an important topic when we first kicked it off. And so in this second half, what I'm going to do is tell you the history of Tecalemit's M1 the dual-sided dispenser and how that community really helped out in developing the product as you see it today. The year was 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. The HDM Echo 80 had been released. We had just launched the new fuel management head units out to the market, which was the Wonder Box at the time, the Super Box as well, 2-hose, 5-hose systems, and they were well received. Why? Because of the creativity and the freshness that they brought to the market. I remember, and I have to give full credit to a gentleman named Mike that lived in California. Mike, if you're still watching this, I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute since I've talked to you, but this is a joint collaboration that Mike and myself had back in those years, where he brought to us the need of being able to secure a multi-hose system inside of one cabinet, if you will. If you remember, the traditional way is to mount a head unit. They have 2 or 3 pumps mounted at the tanks. You have to do all the electrical, all the plumbing. So there's a lot more work, more hours involved in getting this unit set up. So from memory, Mike and I went back and forth developing or thinking out loud, how do we develop now something that encompasses the pumps, the flow meters, the head unit, the nozzles, which is all your hanging hardware, into one unit. And I'm about to pop some images on the screen because this is important for you guys to understand how a product development procedure or multi-phase happens. Not just here at Tecalemit, but anybody that is into product development starts with a prototype, starts with a concept, an idea, and they test, and then they retest, and then, goes to maybe, prototype number 1, number 2, number 3, until a final product is developed, which again, as I said a minute ago, is the M1, which is what you know it as today. So what we did was we went to our parts bin drawer, opened that up, and we knew that we had cabinets, which we were using for the all-in-one tank systems, mini bulk for DEF. We knew that we have pulse meters. We knew that we had pumps. We knew that we could get hoses and nozzles, and obviously we needed to figure out how to get the internal brains of the Superbox mounted internally onto this cabinet. So as you're probably watching right now, these were the first prototypes that went out to this particular customer. As you see it on the screen, it got launched onto a particular site and it became operational. Not the prettiest thing whatsoever, but that's how I would say the product created the community, because of the ability that we had and the aptitude to be able to develop something at a moment's notice and not go through all the R&D and red tape and everything that really requires and slow downs a lot of these projects. We were fast, and it was such a, how do I put it, guys? Enjoyment to be able to go and be in that moment developing this product. So that became now the M1 through so much feedback and development and working with Tecalemit Germany. And now, they're getting involved and understanding and seeing the true need of something like this to the market. And so the M1, as you see it today, became such a well-established solution within the Tecalemit portfolio that also evolved to what we call now primary, secondary dispensers, okay? And that also, now became not just a fuel management multi-hose product, but also it became just a reader of some sort, right? With just an LCD, no fuel management involved, but you still have 2 hoses and you have two products in case you may already have a fuel management on site. So my whole point in this is the product really truly created such an incredible community that surrounded us with so much feedback, and in return that community continued to develop the product. So of course we were celebrating every single win along the way. And the reason why I'm sharing this story is not just for you guys, but also the newcomers that come into our company today to understand what was that like. You know, it was almost like the wild west, trying to get out there and appease every request and see if it made sense to the market. Granted, there was no such thing as an M1 in the marketplace, and today there's nothing else in the marketplace, and that continues to evolve also. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoy the video. We'll take it from there, and I'll see you guys as if we develop and we go further into some of these conversations. So thank you for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys at the next video.